Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act Local Edition. I'm Otto Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and influencers who are making a difference. So let's see who's making news right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, learning more about how Ayurveda can help restore your health, spotlighting a few of the area's favorite eateries, tips to help you reach your goals, plus lots more today on The Balancing Act.
Up first, a story not to be missed.
Taking care of your health should be your number one priority. If your health fails, it can overshadow everything else in your life. Let's join Lorena Carroll as she explores the Ayurveda principles and its lessons about how to use more natural and holistic approaches to create better health.
Ayurveda is a 5,000-year-old system of health using natural modalities such as meditation, diet, exercise, lifestyle changes to create a more holistic approach to health that integrates really the mind, body, and emotions. My first impression with this whole journey was meditating and how great it made me feel. I felt very calm, very relaxed, and I started raising my daughter using these principles, and I saw just such amazing changes. I started to feel so much better, and that encouraged me to further my education and become a wellness coach. Many of my clients have gone through modern medicine, and at a certain point, sometimes they say, we can't help you anymore. Or maybe they're having negative side effects from the medications. People themselves are starting to seek more holistic measures, and many doctors are also recommending them as well. It helps them with anxiety, with depression, it might help them with pain or inflammation, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. There's so many health issues that Ayurveda can help with in a more natural way.
Learning more about Ayurveda can help restore health for yourself and your family, not just physically, but emotionally as well.
The most important technique that I use for perfect health, I call it, is the Transcendental Meditation technique, because it's just reducing stress so dramatically. Then this multimodality approach, it's not like you're doing one thing. If you have many tools in your toolbox for perfect health, you are going to achieve it more easily if you're focusing on everything. Oh yes, I am exercising every day, I am watching my diet. It's many things that one can do, we just have to be disciplined to do them every day. Transcendental meditation has many benefits. It helps with anxiety, with depression, even anger and irritability, but more importantly, with lowering blood pressure, helping with diabetes, helping with high cholesterol, people with pain issues, post-traumatic stress disorder. There's many, many benefits to this technique. There's no one area of health that it does not benefit.
With proper guidance and education, you can get in tune with your own body and your own needs.
So some of the Ayurveda principles that are very helpful to people are eating meals on time, having proper nutrition, but also herbal preparations. It's really important to incorporate, people already know about ashwagandha, we see it everywhere, and Ayurveda has just a whole synergy of herbs that you can take together that will also help as another tool in the toolbox to reduce stress and maybe help also with a specific health issue that you might be going through. Food and digestion really play a key role in balancing one's health, and you've probably heard a lot about the microbiome. We hear it everywhere now. If you eat well, if you eat balanced meals and you know which body type you are and what foods are going to be appealing for you and your physiology, you're going to have better digestion, and that will in turn give you better health. When we talk about diet, it's very important to have balanced meals, not to skip meals, and to have proper nutrition. And some really great foods, obviously, are vegetables, leafy greens, and people eat just too few of them. And so really incorporating a lot of leafy greens, especially at the lunchtime meal, is going to be extremely important. And then getting some other fruits and maybe nuts and seeds and things that are fuel for the body, fuel for the mind.
Sharing knowledge and focusing on living in tune with the rhythms of nature to maintain optimal health is what the Ayurveda lifestyle is all about.
Health is so complex that I wanted to write a book, like a simple guidebook. And so my book is Perfect Health for Busy People, and it's an Ayurveda guide to how to live a happier and healthier life. And each chapter will be very enriching with wisdom, but simple tools for you to incorporate in your life to start to improve health for you and your family. I'm very excited for my upcoming masterclass, which is based on my book. I wanted this to be an opportunity where I'm going to be doing individual consultations with people as part of the masterclass, but also group workshops where people can ask questions and really delve into the whole Ayurveda holistic lifestyle approach.
If you're ready to learn more about how to maintain good health through a more natural approach, visit the website wellnesswithlorina.com or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
For our next story, we've whipped up something special. You don't want to miss this.
Have family meals fallen by the wayside in the midst of your busy life? It's time to reconnect and bring everyone back to the table. Today, we're checking out Good Eats Group, a collaborative, globally inspired partnership dedicated to good times and great food.
All of our experiences are celebrated with some type of food and beverage. And Good Eats Group, our journey and our experience, we want to be able to bring that Michelin caliber cuisine to a fun, friendly, and in a very, very eventful environment. We want to be able to celebrate the joys of high quality cuisine, tremendous guest experience that really results in their memories of life.
Scratch kitchens with show-stopping cuisine that is more than just delicious, it's inspiring.
All of our restaurants, all of our kitchens are scratch kitchens. Wouldn't have it any other way. We need to create the recipes, we need to make the recipes. We want to be able to cultivate the food. We want to really be able to curate the ingredients and curate the food in a way where it's scratch kitchen. You know, we always source locally whenever we can. We always source high quality ingredients. We never veer on quality at all. It's our reputation. Our reputation is quality. Our reputation is great food. That's approachable and casual. Chef-inspired cuisine is what we think about every day. One thing that's really important to us is we want everyone to come to our restaurants. We don't have people just veer away from it because we're too fancy, because we're not. But we do really, really great food. And we get the inspiration from world travelers, from collaboration, from our very talented team members. Everyone's included. That really creates a very inspired cuisine.
A casual, hip, and welcoming environment creates lasting memories for each guest who visits.
Burger Bar Chicago is the first prime burger restaurant in America. USDA prime patties, 8 ounces. It's a steak on a bun. When you look at Cafe Press, our micro roaster, 18 consecutive years of being rated in the globe. You want a great, balanced, perfect cup of coffee? You go to Cafe Press. Charred wing bar, jumbo grilled wings. It's a protein, it's a bone-in protein. You sear that with high heat, all those beautiful juices stay within the muscle itself. When we're creating all of these 18 badass flavors, we do them all in-house. We make our own buffalo sauce. We're doing our own Carolina barbecue. Every single one of those wings that you enjoy are at the pinnacle of where they operate. Social, shared fun, small plates, meat for a date, meat for a bite, meat for a chat, meat for a drink. You come in, the cuisine here is second to none. Sono wood-fired, 4 years Michelin recommended. We didn't recreate Tuscany or Italian food, but we operate at the pinnacle. And it's spectacular. Highly recommend, get anything on that menu, you'll be delighted. When we accentuate our culture, and we really want to be able to express our culture, we believe that sometimes people need a second chance. Being able to provide opportunities for people that are less fortunate for whatever reason, that is what culture, that is what DNA, that's what taking care of each other from a team, from a company, from an enterprise, and from our guests really means.
The Good Eats team actually was able to be supportive to me. I was honest with them that I had a problem in the past. A second chance in my life means taking it one day at a time, not worrying about what's going on in the past, but going to work and not bringing outside issues there and being able to enjoy my day and work productively. Today, I'm able to make decisions knowing that I'm not going to make the wrong decision because I have people on my side and I have Good Eats Group there to support me the whole way through.
Everything significant happens around food or drinks.
We like to create memories, and we create memories with our food, with our guest engagement. You know, we always talk about this all the time. Memories are important. Why do people go to restaurants? Why do people come to us? They come to us because, you know, hey, it's an anniversary, a birthday, special event, first date, whatever it might be. We're there to create this experience, this memory.
Every significant moment in life is celebrated around some type of food and beverage engagement with one another.
Right.
So when we look at the cuisine, that's where it starts, right? That's our invitation. We're welcoming the guests. We'd like you to come to our home. These are very key locations for us. These are very key part of our lives, and we want to share them with our guests. And we'd like our guests to share them back.
Ready for food that is interesting, fresh, and delicious? Head to one of the many Good Eats Group's establishments or visit their website, goodeatsgroup.com, or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Coming up next, tips you don't want to miss.
Have you ever felt like you could be a better version of yourself? How can you connect with your passions and live your purpose? It's never too late to become the best version of you.
Have you ever wondered, are you getting to be the person you're meant to be? Are you getting to do the things that you love to do, that bring out the best in you, work with the talents that are uniquely yours? And if not, how could a life coach open some new possibilities for you? That's what I do. We are all, hopefully, in some form of transition in our lives. That transition means we're always growing, we're always learning, whether we're in an organization or we're working as individuals. What a life coach does is really simply help open those doors. You become your sounding board, your brain trust, someone that you can sit and spend some time talking with, and it's all about you. It's not about anyone else, anything else going around you. It gives you an opportunity to really think deeply about what it is you're looking for. How do I make my organization stronger, better? How do I make my employees happier and keep them longer? How do I achieve a mission or productivity in ways I've never done before? Am I doing what I really love to do? Do I get lost in the work I do, or do I need to find something else? I'm not happy all the time. Is that normal? What should I be doing differently? That's the time with a life coach. It's all about you. You get a chance to focus on you, the things you may be thinking about or haven't even had time to explore or think about. Maybe you didn't even know it was sitting there. And time with the coach begins to explore those and give you opportunities to be you, who you're meant to be in the long run. My mission is really helping people get out of their own way. We all know, if we really think hard about who we are, what we want to do, what's holding us back, we know the answers, but life gets in the way, it gets noisy, we hear other things, we have other responsibilities. And so my mission is just to help clear the way, to partner with my clients, to help them see, decide, choose the things they really want to do in their lives. It's the most exciting thing I get to do, to be part of that discovery.
Understanding the distinction of a coach-client relationship is important to maximize the personal and professional potential.
My philosophy in coaching is, you know the answer. My job is to help you uncover it. It isn't my opinion, it isn't my right, it isn't my judgment about what it is you're looking for. I don't get to judge. The only thing I will challenge you on sometimes is it the truth? Sometimes our assumptions aren't true. And those are the things that can block us, or our fear can block us. I look for ways to clear those with you so that you can move forward and do what you want to do, uncover what you want to uncover. Leadership isn't about me, it's not about you, it's not about our egos and satisfying those, it's about the organization, the people who work to make things happen. Whether it's a nonprofit organization who has a direct mission or a company that's delivering product and services, it always comes down to the people inside. And as leaders, how do we make certain they have the tools they need, they have a safe space, they're getting to use their skills in the best way possible? Our responsibility is to them. If we do that, we're a good leader. Part of my philosophy has been, over the years, working with organizations and individuals that our whole being is about finding our purpose in life. That means we need to lead ourselves and others with a sense of love and capacity. How do we do that? It takes courage to dig deep, to uncover, to be vulnerable as we search for ourselves or we search for our organizations. It also takes curiosity. I don't know the answer, so I've got to have the courage and the curiosity to go well beyond what I ever thought. And so we use tools that open up all kinds of possibilities. And then it goes down to the idea of creativity. And that creativity is tied around things like design theory, really looking at every option that's out there, being creative, having fun in the discovery and the exploration. And finally, it's making connection, not only with yourselves, but with others around you in the life that you want to lead. Those are the things that help us find our purpose and lead with love. It helps you define your space, where you want to be, not where you think you should be.
I was coming up on a point in my career where I needed to make some decisions about how I approached retirement. I wanted to be able to control it because I'd seen so many women in that situation who had no control over it, and the decisions were all made for them. And the way I did that was through a coaching relationship with Michelle. It's a complex set of decisions that have to be made about how you transition from working full-time to working part-time or taking a contract relationship with an employer. I needed some help in figuring out how to approach it, and Michelle was there for me for that. And it made a huge difference.
So recently had a conversation with one of my clients. She's a creative artist, brilliant, big heart, and she's been really struggling with sense of her own talents and almost the imposter syndrome. She talked about her parents, how her parents were never supportive and always criticized her. And while I'm not a therapist, so I'm not going to go there, with our coaching we look forward, I asked her, imagine herself as her parent, sitting on a chair next to her, talking to her. What would she need to hear? So that she had confidence and trusted her own talents. And when she did that, it was a chance for her to let go of the things that she had been the voices in her head for so many years, to become who she wanted to be and to really release her creative juices in a way that's just magnificent. And one of the things she taught me, one of the things she said that was always stuck with me is everyone needs beauty in their life.
Remember, becoming a better version of yourself is a journey, not a destination. It takes time and effort, but the rewards are well worth it.
The most satisfying work I get to do, the most satisfying results of the work I get to do is when there's that aha breakthrough moment with a client. To be able to participate in that, to observe it, to be let into that moment is such a compliment, such a privilege. I'm really lucky I get to be there for those moments. Part of my next step has been working with women who have been gracious enough to let me into their lives. And we've created what we call Sister Wisdom Circles. And these are mastermind groups of women who come together, different ages, different areas of their life professionally, who are talking about the things they want to achieve in their lives, the roadblocks that are there, and they become each other's brain trust, trusted board, and they support each other through those. Those have been absolutely magnificent in an area I'm really eager to grow in the years to come. As women start to claim and release and enjoy and embrace everything that is so magnificent about our gender. I have a couple of key philosophies. One is that it's important to speak the truth to people, but it needs to be kind, honest, and necessary. So the intent has to be there, it has to be the truth, and it has to be necessary for them to hear it, not you to say it. And the other thing I tell my clients all the time is I will not shoulda on myself today. And not shoulding on yourself changes the whole dynamic and opens up a different mindset that can be mind-blowing.
To learn more about Michelle Sherbun, visit the website michellesherbun.com or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Up next, another story not to be missed.
Come discover why we're celebrating senior living at its best every day at Presbyterian Homes. They're dedicated to creating vibrant communities where older adults can lead active and engaged lives.
Presbyterian Homes is a faith-based organization. We create vibrant communities for older adults and their families to inspire wellness, safety, security, and joy for those we serve. We started on the south side of Chicago and now serve older adults in 3 communities, one in Evanston, one in Arlington Heights, and one in Lake Forest Place. Presbyterian Homes has been entrusted with the care of older adults for over 100 years in the Chicagoland area. What sets Presbyterian Homes apart is its people. We hire the best people in the industry and those who have a passion for serving others.
You won't just find a place to live, you'll find a lifestyle where you can pursue what makes you happiest and thrive.
A typical day might start with a fitness or aquatics class. We have lectures on history or art, We have courses that are taught by professors from our neighboring Lake Forest College. Bible study and Vespers services weekly. These are led by our full-time chaplain. We also have cooking classes. The cooking classes are taught by our executive chef or a pastry chef and our dietitian. Our dining services offers both casual and fine dining venues and menus. Other parts of the lifestyle at Lake Forest Place definitely includes the parties. We love a good party. Entertainment at Lake Forest Place can be a glass of wine while a piano virtuoso performs all 24 of Chopin's preludes to a dance band that's playing your requests as you spin around the dance floor with your favorite cocktail waiting for you back at your table. At Lake Forest Place, you walk out of your cottage or you walk out of your apartment, and the first person you see is your peer, someone who also chose to be part of this community, whom you have a lot of things in common with and learn from. You're really never more than a few steps away from a friend and opportunities to thrive.
With so many senior living options available, it's vitally important that you choose the one that works best for you and your family.
A life plan contract guarantees care and services for older adults who move into Presbyterian Homes communities for the rest of their lives. And as the need cares progress, healthcare options are available, and that is the peace and security that residents and families are looking for. The Geneva Foundation is our margin of excellence. Because of the foundation, any resident who outlived their assets will never be asked to leave our communities.
Are you ready to write your next chapter?
I came here because I'm alone or single, and I wanted to be safe. And I also like the relaxed and understated environment that Lake Forest Place presents. My children are glad that I'm here. And I kind of think of it as my gift to them. I'm a nurse, and I also realize that as you progress in age, that you do better in a familiar environment. So I could progress into the levels of care that was appropriate for me and still be in the same environment. I play bridge, and I love what goes on in the Vail Room. Lectures by Lake Forest College, kind of an enrichment program, and I like that. I really wanted something that had this component in addition to the relaxed atmosphere.
It has been 12 years since my husband and I moved into a cottage over on Chalmers Court, which we absolutely loved. And we were very happy there, and then slowly John developed cognitive impairment. And so then in April, I moved into an apartment. So I am here, and I go back and forth to Memory Center, which is perfect. And my neighbors here are wonderful. Dinner has been fun with a lot of new friends and old friends. We've had wonderful experiences here. The staff, the programs, the rec center, the people. The residents are so friendly, and you can do just as much as you want to do or as little.
One of our core values is people. We believe that every individual in our communities should be served and treated with dignity and respect. Families and loved ones entrust us with their care, and we're proud to be the premier provider in the area.
If you're considering a senior living community for you or a loved one, visit their website, presbyterianhomes.org, or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Every child deserves the best education possible. Take a look at this.
When it's time to select the right education for your children, it's important to look for a place where your child feels comfortable, where they will grow, and where they'll learn essential life skills that empower them to take care of themselves and ultimately others.
Forest Park IE is one of two magnet schools in District 86. We are a magnet school that draws from all over town. We have approximately 300 students that are K through 5. Part of what makes us a magnet school is that we carve out specific time in the day for building social skills and character education in students. And at the end of the day, all of our students take elective classes, which are skill or interest-based little mini courses throughout the year. Topics can range from ancient Egypt to gardening to yoga to stress reduction.
Helping to create productive members of society is a top priority.
The 4 R's form the foundation for our magnet school. They drive our mission, our vision, and our values. They are respect, resourcefulness, responsibility, and responsiveness. Through those 4 R's, our students learn to become more self-reliant, more independent, and more cooperative at home and at school. Students are more confident, and they learn to get along with others and build better social skills. Forest Park IE School was recently named as a National School of Character through Character.org and the University of St. Francis in Joliet, Illinois. We were the only school in Illinois to receive that distinction in 2020.
I'm really lucky because I get to see it from all 3 sides. As a former student, I get to see the joy that I had in the experience while I was at Forest Park. I get to see that reflected in the students that I have now, especially alums that come back and visit that all tell us how much they miss being here and how much they love our school. As a parent, I get to see those lessons come home and get played out through my daughter when she's trying to problem solve or when she's trying to manage her own emotions and she's applying what she learned at school. And as an educator, I just recognize we're doing best practices every single day at our building. We're doing what's best for students, and we're also helping them grow into thriving members of society. The 4 R's are tenets in my life. They serve as a great moral code to use when finding myself in new situations or interacting with new people. Am I being respectful? Am I being responsive to the needs of the people around me? It finds common ground, especially for our students that have different backgrounds. They all come in and they all share those 4 R's together. Maggie, can you give me an example of how you show respect when you're at school?
I show respect because when if someone got an answer wrong, I wouldn't laugh at them. I would help them so they get it right next time.
Can you tell me an example of how you show responsiveness when you're at school?
When I'm at home, I always charge my computer before I go to bed, and so I have it ready in the morning so I'm able to use it when I'm at school.
A school that has the community in mind and a strong character curriculum is key.
One of the unique aspects of Forest Park IE School is our homeroom time. Our goal is to help develop the character education within our students. One of the tools that we use is the Wheel of Choice. Our students come away from those lessons having a good understanding of how to solve their own problems and how to solve problems with others as well.
Is there a strategy you could use with the Wheel of Choice that would help you?
Walk away.
What does it look like when you walk away? Does your body stay with the problem? Or are you leaving the problem?
Leaving the problem.
I can heartily recommend Forest Park School to the general public in District 86 because the system works. Students are more self-reliant, students are more independent, teachers are happier teaching here, and parents have more cooperation at home.
To learn more, visit their website, joliet86.org, or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.